What's up? What's up? YouTube. We back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie, and I want to talk about the new trailer that we got for the book of Boba Fett, right? Yo, we're back in this thing again with another Star Wars series. Um, First of all, man, I've been a Star Wars fan for a long time. My dad introduced me into Star Wars, and the prequel, the one, two, three, four, five, and six. I love all of them. I love all of them. I know some people don't like the prequels, but to me, the prequels were my three were my four, five, and six. You know what I'm saying? So how could I not like it? And everything that they were doing at the time, do Darth Maul, um, it just I just loved it. You know what I'm saying? And then we got to the point where we were gonna have some more sequels, and that was gonna be 7, 8, and 9. And 7 was cool. I liked it. 8 and 9 ruined it. It ruined the Star Wars franchise for me. I was at the point where I didn't want to be a Star Wars fan anymore because of what they were bringing into the franchise. And some people may agree with that. Some people may disagree with it. Me, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Representation is fine, but you know, when you do too much, you do too much, and that was my position in it. That they did too much, and so I was really done. I was really done with the franchise, but you know, I ended up watching The Mandalorian when it came out, and if you go back to my old videos, you'll see a review for season 1 and season 2. Didn't do a review for season 3, and I'm not going to be able to because that's a while back. Um, but when I watched The Mandalorian season 1, bro, it showed me that Star Wars still has the it factor, and it made me get back to the point of really liking this series again. And it's crazy because you're talking about a TV series that is not a movie, and doesn't really have too much to do about Jedi's, but it just all hit for me, and it brought me back as a Star Wars fan. And to lose my fandom for Star Wars would have really sucked because, like I said, one, my dad introduced me to it. He's now deceased. I wanted to always carry that torch on and pass it on to my daughter, but I was a point where I was like, nah. But now, we're all in the Mandalorian. Me and my daughter, you know what I'm saying? We're all in the Mandalorian for sure, and she loves it, and she's only 3. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I mean, just to briefly break down my Mandalorian season 1, 10 out of 10. Mandalorian season 2, 10 out of 10. Mandalorian season 3, 10 out of 10. And there's no fandomness about it. It's just the fact that those shows had everything that you needed and had so much of a difference from just the regular Star Wars franchise that I respected it. And I just I just love it, bro. I just love the Mandalorian. So at the end of Mandalorian season 3, we got to see Boba Fett do his thing for a second, and he did his thing so well to the point where they actually gave him his own series entitled The Book of Boba Fett. And we kind of saw not only just him stepping in, the story for in The Mandalorian, but at the very end of The Mandalorian, there was a preview of what we were going to get for The Book of Boba Fett. And so we knew that this was upcoming. I don't remember if back then when they showed that preview if they had the release date for it, but I just remember that I was happy. You know what I'm saying? So finally, trailer came out for The Book of Boba Fett, and don't get me wrong, like, I liked it. You basically get to see him taking over Jabba's palace, and being the head now of a syndicate, and letting all the other syndicates know that he's now in charge of a syndicate, and he's gonna rule differently, and that maybe we can all rule differently. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to be at each other's throats like how it was when Jabba was in power. Now with us in power, we can agree to disagree. We can have different syndicates around the world or whatever you want to say it, but we are all under one umbrella. You know what I'm saying? So our enemies, our true enemies, are going to be common enemies. You know what I'm saying? Like the Republic or the Empire. Even though the Empire is bad, and most of the times the syndicates kind of work with the Empire. If say if you're a syndicate that was doing stuff that the Empire didn't like, they're gonna try to take you out. So like I said, all the syndicates are under one umbrella, and so they can rule better. You know what I'm saying? So it just seems like that's what's basically gonna happen. He's gonna put his foot down and rule his syndicate and try to do things better. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's cool. That's cool. Um, the trailer looked great. The scenes that we saw in there, they look great. It's crazy that this TV series, whether it's this series or The Mandalorian, they look so good to the point where they could be movies. You know what I'm saying? And it it's crazy because we've come so far with TV series, and just in general. No, actually, you know what? Not in every TV series. You know what I'm saying? But I will say with certain ones, we come so far, man, and they look great. They look like movies themselves. So yeah, but when I watched the trailer, man, it's not that it was underwhelming, but I just had this whole cautious aura about me because it felt different than the Mandalorian, and I know it's going to be different than the Mandalorian. It's going to have some of the same substance throughout the story, but all in all, it's going to be different because you have a different character with different motivations to doing what they're doing. So I expected to be a little different, but it just kind of seemed a little off. Like I was like, oh, please don't try to change up too much. You know what I'm saying? The Mandalorian has done great, so kind of keep that recipe. Maybe add a little bit of stuff. Maybe take a little stuff and create your own. But don't throw out all the ingredients and try to create a whole new dish. Like that's not what you need to do. You need to work off what the Mandalorian has provided and then make your own, and that will please all the fans. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure it will be perceived very well if it does that. But I'm definitely looking forward to this show coming out. We don't have no movies just yet, no new movies coming out just yet, and maybe that's a good thing. We've had the Mandalorian, of course, and we had Star Wars Visions, which was good, and I even that show was good. I got my reviews for that. Um, I'm waiting for season 2 for that as well. You know what I'm saying? So, um, but I've been waiting for a live TV series again from Star Wars. When we had the Star Wars Visions, that was cool, but it was anime, and I respect it because it was anime because there's not too many versions of Star Wars stories like that. Where you have different creators taking stories and doing their own things with it. You know what I'm saying? Creating new content for us to intake. So I really did like that show. But even while I was watching it, it was like, man, I really wish some of this was live, like a live series. You know what I'm saying? Or I wish a live series was coming along or a good movie. And so now we're getting the Book of Boba Fett, and I think that's coming out December 29th, 2022, or maybe December 29th, 2021. I'm not sure. But either way, it's going to be coming out fairly soon, and I'll definitely be looking forward to it. Like I said, the trailer was good. The aspect of the story was good that they so far revealed to us. They didn't reveal everything, but you kind of get the hint of what's going on from just the trailer that they released, as well as the little preview that we got at the end of Mandalorian season 3. But it's I think it's definitely going to be worth watching. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how I felt on the trailer, I'm still going to give it a try. You know what I'm saying? But we'll have to see how things go once it's released and once everybody's available to watch it. Um, I hope they do many more spin-off series. I know Obi-Wan series is supposed to come out eventually. I really hope we either get a Darth Maul movie or a Darth Maul series. That would that would be the best thing in the world to me. Um, and a Yoda series as well, or a Yoda movie, because we need to learn more about him. This dude's been alive for years, before he died. And I'm talking about years, 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 years before he died. So there's so much that they could do with that, man. I mean, that can be like 7 movies just itself for all the years that he was alive. But like I said, man, let's focus back on what we were talking about. The Book of Boba Fett trailer was pretty cool. Can't wait to see it. Happy it's coming out soon. And if you guys seen the trailer, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Um, Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie. And until next time.